It's a little bit of a later start to today's vlog because we got in super late last night. Maybe it wasn't that late.
It was like midnight.
Yeah, but we totally vegged out this morning. But we came back from Disneyland with our friends. We went with them last year, which we vlogged.
Yeah.
We were just wiped. No one tells you, okay, maybe they do, but Disneyland wipes you.
Yeah, it did. It's so different. We're very grateful for going, and it was fun.
Yeah.
And go with our friends. Last time, we literally left the day of. I think we explained it. We took our friends to the airport, and we decided to book the next flight and follow them there. So it was super spontaneous. It was fun. It was last minute. We hadn't been to Disney in 12 years or so. Mm-hmm. So everything was new and it was exciting. I felt like we were having a great time.
We just really like bought into it. We just went and like totally embraced it. We were loving all the snacks, everything.
Yeah.
We had so much fun that we told our friends, if you go again, let us know because we want to go with you. So it was a little bit more planned out this time.
Yeah, and it just didn't hit the same, I think, because we were only there a year ago and it was kind of all the same stuff, which is fine.
Yeah.
But we're not like the craziest Disney people, so it wasn't as fun as that first time, like seeing the rides, seeing the food, doing stuff.
Yeah. The Christmas stuff was kind of cool.
Yeah, and it was fun. We did it. We ate a couple good things. A couple of the rides are fun.
Yeah, and
it just wasn't the same first time.
It wasn't the same. So I'll put in a few clips if they turn out or like over us talking. But like Zach said, we're super grateful to have gone. Like, don't get us wrong. We were talking about it. We're like, we could wait another like 5-10 years unless we go with our little nephews or something. But anyway, so all that being said, we got in super late. We had planned on filming, but it just like, it was so chaotic. There was so many people there.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was crazy.
It was crazy. And we were talking about this amongst ourselves. Like, we were a part of the crowd, so it's like hard to, you know, really be that bugged about it. But my goodness, it was busy.
And I think maybe half of that was the holiday season, but we were talking to a couple people. They just said it's keep on getting busier and busier. I don't even remember it that busy last year. It was busy, but yeah, it wasn't that bad.
We had a great time, but we're happy to be home and really get going with Vlogmas. We want to do so many things. Like, I keep talking about making bread. Zach wants to make some recipes with you guys. Cocktails, all the things. Yes, we want to do as much as we can. I was like, oh great, we're already off to a bad start because now we don't have the Disney vlog, but that's okay. Like I said, we are not going to put so much pressure on ourselves because otherwise it just makes it like a little bit more stressful, and we want it to be like a fun time sharing with you guys. Over on Instagram, I have been trying to share a ton of reels and just more snippets of home decor and really try to share a lot more with you guys. I've also been doing shorts, so a few of you guys have noticed that as well. But I just kind of feel like I went through a major lull when it came to home decor. I was really feeling very limited, and I've talked about this a little bit on the channel, but I was feeling very limited in our apartment, but something hit me where I just was like, you know what, I'm just gonna totally embrace our space and reimagine it and document that with you guys and share little bits in a lot more different ways. It doesn't have to always be videos. Anyway, all that being said is to say, over on Instagram, I shared my top 4 favorite home decor books that I think are actually worth the money. I have a ton of home decor books. Every time one comes out, I'm like, great, I need to add that to my collection. I love them, but I also really love to study them and educate myself and use them as a tool to find inspiration for my own home and projects that I'm working on. So all that being said, I want to share my top 4 home decor books with you guys. First being Call It Home by Amber Lewis. I have her first book. I think it's called Made for Living, I believe. I love that one as well, but this one's just a little bit more current with a lot more current imagery. I love that she has more of a neutral palette, and I love that she uses a lot of textures. I feel like I align with her style quite a bit. I mean, obviously you can find little pieces of yourself in all different kinds of styles. This book, I really was like, okay, I really love this book. And that was another thing too. I've always kind of struggled a little bit with making home decor video, like do's and don'ts and things like that, because I don't know if I like live by those rules. And I just really feel like I want to create a space and inspire you guys as much as I can to create your own identity in your home, your own space, your own voice. And I've always struggled with that a little bit here on the channel. But anyway, so I always get all different kinds of books because I want to feel inspired and I want to find my own style and my own home identity, I guess, if you will, in these books. So this one's such a good one. She gives tips all throughout the book, which I absolutely love because it just, you know, allows you to study and educate yourself and find out new little things when it comes to home decor. So this one's definitely in my top 4. The next one is probably my number 1 right now, and I've talked about this so much with you guys, but it's The Art of Home. This is Shay McGee's new book, and I am so pleasantly surprised with this book. I mean, I've said this before, but she gave it all. She let it all out in this book. I mean, she goes through so much detail. I've been calling this the Home Decor Bible because it really is a home decor Bible. In fact, let me find a page for you guys to show. So this is what I'm talking about. She goes into so much detail in this book, like dining, where to hang your light fixtures. She does the same thing with rugs, kitchen islands. I mean, she goes into detail. So if you're someone who's really into design, or you're, you know, a designer, or you're trying to start up a design business, this is so, you have to get this book. I mean, it is so, so good. She goes into different materials, different types of edge profiles. I mean, she really goes all out. So anyway, this is probably my number 1 right now because it just has so much information in it. And then 2 oldies but goodies. I've had these for a while, but I still absolutely love these books so much. Interiors Atelier AM. This book is one of my favorites because of the imagery. I just think it has a lot of that old world vibe in it that I absolutely love. And I find a lot of inspiration throughout this book. So it's been one of my favorites and has stayed one of my favorites for a while. I don't know, I just absolutely, I love this book. I feel like the imagery in here is incredible. And I would say that's what I gravitate towards this book, is the imagery and just kind of studying just the pictures and looking deeper into the pictures and seeing, you know, how things are placed and what things are used and what materials, that sort of thing. So I love this one, but it's not as educational as the last 2. This one doesn't really have like a ton of detail when it comes to those things, but the imagery is beautiful. Same with this one. I wouldn't say it's very educational, but the imagery, this one is so, so good. This is 3 Houses by Rose Tarlow. Amazing, amazing. I mean, this one, imagery, this is the number 1 for me. I mean, it's just absolutely next level to me. So anyway, I shared these decor books over on a reel over on Instagram. So anyway, those are my top 4 home decor books that I would highly recommend. I just love them. I think that they are wonderful and they have so much in them and you can learn so much, whether it's, you know, educational or through imagery. So if you're into home decor, check those out. I'll link them down below. Now I need to go put these books back and put my desk back to how it normally is. Living in a small space, it's tough, especially as a content creator, because you have to clear things off. And maybe this is how it is if you have a lot of space, but you clear things off to film and then you have to put it back in place. So our apartment gets very messy very quickly when I am filming on film days. So it's fine though. It's worth it. I love it. And I wouldn't change it for anything. I still need to find a lampshade for my new lamp. I haven't even had a chance to hunt for that. But this is my little desk. This is where I edit all my videos. This is where I paint. This is where a lot of things happen. It gets very messy very quickly. I need to order a little plate holder so I can hang that up. So I'm just waiting for that. Posters, put my mess back. Talk about layered. My desk, a lot of this stuff, I need to kind of go through it. It's just been a little bit messy, but a lot of it I need to put away. I don't know if you watched the video, but I filmed a antique shop with me and I found this bean pot. Well, on Thanksgiving, we went to our friend's house to do Thanksgiving with them, and I was going through a Ralph Lauren book that she had, and they literally had this exact same pot with florals in it. I will put a picture on the screen because I snapped a photo, because that was what I was thinking. I was like, oh, I'll do a vase. I even talk about it in that video. And I all of a sudden was like, okay, if it's good enough for Ralph Lauren, it's good enough for me. So I've been so back and forth on this bean pot because it's a little bit more yellow and I wasn't sure, but I felt really drawn to it. I don't know why I've been so back and forth on this, but that kind of sold me on it. So I don't know. I love it. It's really, really cute. Another little reel that I shared over on Instagram was these rosemary little wreaths. Ours dried out while we were gone, so I wanted to make a couple more and thought I would share it here on the vlog as well. So I just grabbed one of my little Pyrex glass bowls, some clippers, and then I'm gonna go outside to the rosemary bush. It grows like crazy here in Arizona, which I actually really like the way rosemary looks and smells. We have a ton of it. I'm gonna go outside and clip some fresh rosemary and make, I think just one. I had them on the back of our chairs, but they dry out really quickly. So I think what I'm gonna do is just do another one for my little cutting boards, just to kind of fill the kitchen with the aroma. And then when we, you know, do a little dinner or something like that, then I'll do the ones on the back of the bar stools. But it's so easy. It is so, so easy. If you have a rosemary bush, or if you really, any kind of greenery you could do this with. But I really like rosemary because you can put it, like I said, in your kitchen, and it just smells so good. You can make these for like little charcuterie boards, or really any sort of tablescape or presentation that you're trying to do. So anyway, so easy. All you need is, like I said, a bowl. It just helps kind of keep the wreath formed. So whatever size wreath you want, get the bowl for that. I like this one specifically because it's like a little tiny wreath. And then you need some clippers to clip, and then you either need some twine or some floral wire, which I'm gonna use. I kind of like it a little bit better because it just kind of stays put. And that's literally it. It is so easy. After you get your rosemary kind of placed in here, then you're just gonna take some floral wire or twine and then just kind of piece it together. So I like to clip my wire so it's a little bit easier to work with. I'll just clip off, I don't know, like 3 inches of wire. It's, I mean, pretty self-explanatory, but sometimes too you'll have to pull it a little bit out, but you can reshape it in the bowl. It's so, so simple. And you just kind of go around where the top meets the bottom and then kind of piece it together and shape it. So, so easy, and it's just so cute, especially if you're hosting any sort of, I mean, you could do this whenever, but especially during the holidays, rosemary, you know, is just extra nice to have around. But then yeah, you just like wrap it around. You can add little ribbon on here. Like I said, add it to a charcuterie board, add it to, honestly, anywhere. It smells so, so good. You could also do this with Christmas greens and just kind of wrap them around, obviously, but it's adorable. It's so, so adorable. And then this should last you a couple days. It does kind of, you know, get dried out and you'll need to replace it, but we have endless amounts of rosemary, so it's something I love to do. Right here, just like around this little board. Maybe you can even put it like on the top. I think I'm gonna put it right there. And it just like adds a little, cute little touch. Just wanna place it. Cute, it's so cute. I'm heading to Michael's to get some acrylic paint. I have a ornament exchange party that I'm going to, that I'm gonna paint a ornament for. This video might be a little bit clippy because I'm doing the most random things. I need to get paint, potentially ribbon if I can find some. I was incredibly inspired by, I think her name's Marie Francis. Let me look up the Instagram account. Mary Francis Carter. She does the most beautiful ornaments, the most beautiful blue and white pottery. Absolutely stunning. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So when I saw those, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do something like that because I absolutely love blue and white. I think it's so beautiful, but I don't do a ton of it in my home because I don't always feel like it like aligns right in some situations in my home, but I do adore blue and white. I just think it's so timeless and so beautiful. And I know that there's going to be, I know at least a couple of people at this party that would very much appreciate the blue and white and that would maybe want this ornament. So I thought, why not paint it for this party? Because this might be my only chance. Like I said, I don't really decorate this way a whole ton in my home. This is the perfect opportunity to paint this. By the way, I'm still gonna do my art drop. I know it is so much harder than I ever imagined. Like, I need a full day of painting. I need a couple full days of painting, but I will keep you guys updated. I am so sorry it's taken me so long, but it will come. I promise it will come. It's just taking me a little bit longer than I thought, but we are gonna be home for the whole month of December. So my hope is to really work on lots of different things in the home, but especially the art drop. It just has been, as you guys know, I'm sure your lives are just as busy. Things are always happening. Anyway, let's go to Michael's. I need blue paint, potentially blue ribbon. I think that's it. Maybe some kind of glaze to paint over the top of it to give it like a shiny finish would be nice because the ornament I have is kind of like a ceramic. I think that's it. I think that's all I need. I don't need a ton. All right, I think this is the blue ribbon I'm looking for. I think so. Pretty. Okay, I think I'm just gonna get this pack right here of acrylic paints, Winsor & Newton acrylic paints, just because it's a better, well, it's very close. Oh, buy one, get one, 50% off though. But I can use a coupon on this, so maybe I should just get this and then I have more colors to work with and I can mix. And it has the ultramarine that I want. Well, now I don't know. Okay, I think I'm just gonna get this and pull up a coupon. Okay, perfect. Then I forgot that I want to find something like high gloss so I can finish off the ornament so it's like really high shine. I don't know if Mod Podge is the best option, but it's the only thing I can think of. So I'm gonna look through here. We have a matte. I need a high gloss. Ooh, clear acrylic sealer. I wonder if that would be a good. Spraying it might be better actually. Okay, let me see. Super high shine. That's what I want. Oh boy. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, I think I got everything that I need for my ornaments to paint them. Hopefully. I feel like the craft store is kind of like the hardware store. I feel like I'm always at the craft store, and when I have projects or when we had our house, it's like you're always at the hardware store. Same thing with the craft store. Anyway, I'm heading home. I'm gonna paint tonight. I picked up Chipotle because we haven't gone grocery shopping yet from being back, and we did not prepare ourselves very well for leaving and coming back. I feel like right before we go on vacation, we'll kind of clear out our refrigerator if anything's gonna go rotten or anything like that. Generally, we would have gone to the grocery store the day we got back, but we were so exhausted from Disneyland. Oh my gosh, it is like exhausting. But we didn't plan, so I said, let's just get Chipotle tonight and then we'll make a menu and we'll go grocery shopping tomorrow and have a better plan, because I can't even I don't even want to cook, you know? Do you have a plan for when you go on vacation and you come home? What do you do? Do you normally eat out that night, or do you have something maybe a freezer meal in the freezer? Let me know, because I feel like we are never prepared when we get home, and we always have to go get something that first day. But I'm excited to go home and paint this ornament. I feel like it's going to be, I don't know, I feel like it's just a little bit more special than just buying an ornament. Last year I bought a vintage ornament. I think I took you guys with me, but this year I'm doing that blue and white. Very inspired by Mary Frances Carter. I got this Mod Podge Super High Shine Clear Acrylic Sealer. So I'm hoping that this will seal the ornament, because I want it to be kind of high shine and look finished. And then I got this blue ribbon, which is just a very beautiful true royal blue. So I thought that this would be perfect for the top to do like a little ribbon. And then I think I will do probably just like a twine, or I should have got a thinner blue ribbon, dang it. I could also do maybe like fishing wire or fishing line. And then I did go ahead and buy this pack of acrylic Winsor & Newton paints. I need acrylic anyway. I want to paint acrylic as well. It's completely different from oils, which is what I normally paint with. So I needed to get this pack anyway. And then I can mix the colors kind of perfectly and a little bit more custom than just straight out of the tube. So that's my plan for painting. So this comes with, you know, quite a few different colors to work with that I can mix together and make any color that I want. And that's all I got. So let's go home. Let's eat some dinner and paint my ornament. I hope it turns out. I have such high hopes, but I'm a little nervous. I've painted an ornament before, but I've never painted an ornament for like a party or anything. So I am a little bit, I want it to turn out. Anyway, okay. Also, I think that's a really good gift idea. Or a party that you could throw, like an ornament, you know, painting party if you want to do like a festive party this year, or even like making wreaths or anything like that. I love that sort of thing. I want to do that so much. I cannot wait to have the space to be able to do that. Anyway, okay, let's go home.
Oh, it's Christmas time. I feel sad, I can't help it. Got you on my mind. I don't know how to cope this, because it's Christmas time and I need you around, darling. So come home, so come. I try to figure this out, 'cause you left something for me under the Christmas tree. So baby, come home tonight and let me hold you real tight, 'cause it's Christmas time. Oh, it's Christmas time. Let us all come together. Let your love keep shining and for always be remembered. Yeah, 'cause it's
Here is where I'm at. Now, I have a lot of shading going on the bow and like the little wreath, and then this is pretty solid up here. So I don't know if I should add more, but once I get the bow on there, I feel like it's gonna hide it a little bit. But I just thought maybe I'll add a little bit of rub and buff on the top here and see. I don't even know if that's gonna like do anything. All right, and then I think I'll paint like little dots on it to make it look a little bit more realistic and figure out what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna sleep on it and decide a little bit like if I should do more up here or if I should leave that solid. I might have to put the bow on it just to get a good feeling for it. Sometimes you gotta just walk away and then you can always add to it later. Now I will say it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because acrylic is nice because it dries so quickly, but then it also isn't nice because it dries so quickly. But I think this is pretty cute. I just am not sure about the solid color. Leave me a comment down below if you think I should add a little more detail or leave it solid, because I will have a big bow on it. I got the jar, so we're starting the starter for sourdough. I also want to make other breads, just like ciabatta or
for French breads. This is
French
sourdough.
breads, yeah, sourdough and all of that. So we're gonna make the sourdough, but it's about a 5-day process. So this is the book we're using in case you want to get it and you want to join us with making sourdough this Vlogmas. But it's something that's been on my want to do list for a long time. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, so you said it takes 5 days. So for today we just do
half a cup, 500 grams. I'll be out this.
Yeah. We were talking, measuring grams is so much better than measuring, like using a measuring cup. It just is so much more accurate. All measured out. And the water.
And then it says, should be relatively moist. Well, this is easy.
Is this all you do?
Yeah.
Wait, what about the...
I don't think you put it in till...
Oh, tomorrow or something? All right, easy peasy. Day 1. So then if I just like put this like this, that should be fine, right? And not clasp it shut?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would think so.
All right, you guys.
Day 1.
Well, really day 2.
Oh, day 2.
Yes, because I posted the 1. But we got our bread, our starters started back there. And we should just pick up the vlog tomorrow. We should be hopefully a little bit more consistent, but sometimes it won't be so consistent.
We try.
We try. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today's Vlogmas. And we'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Bye.
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play.